I don't know how to sit in my chair anymore. My mama hasn't taught me how to sit. I am seat deficient. Must be my mermaid tail. Crew, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. I'm a tarot reader and an astrologer, and I'm very happy to have you here with me today. Hello, my loves. I hope you're having a wonderful time wherever in the world you might find yourself. I know the world is a little bit crazy at the moment, but it's really important to keep having faith, to keep being an optimistic person that does their best. Okay, guys? It's really, really important to be a spiritual warrior in this period. No matter how difficult the external life circumstances become, you do you. You stay true to your values. You do good in the world. You love other people and show compassion, kindness, and forgiveness to everyone around. And when you can't do those things, you take it easy, you rest, you retreat, and you regroup. Okay, guys? I really hope you're taking excellent care of yourself. I love you so much, and I'm really happy to be coming at you today with a subscriber's requested pick a card reading. This is on a bit of an odd topic. You don't see that many pick a card readings on this topic out there. I'm sure this is not going to be my most viewed reading, but I'm not doing it for the views. I'm actually doing it because I genuinely want to help you. I know a lot of you are going through your studies. You're still in schools, you're in postgraduate education, you're taking online courses, you're adapting to the demands of the market by improving your skill set, which is absolutely fantastic. This is exactly the kind of energy you guys should actually exploit at the moment with the North Node in Gemini. And Gemini is a lot about the mind, learning new things, gathering facts, communication, education, writing, reading. So for those of you that are in the middle of studying something, this pick a card reading would hopefully bring some inspiration and some clarity regarding how successful will your studies be? What will be the outcome? What might be some hurdles or challenges? What do you need to know beforehand in order to succeed? This is what I aim to provide you with in this reading today. I have 4 options here. You guys know on my channel I like to actually write these word couples on my tiny post-it notes. I've been doing this since last year. I kind of got out of it, but now I feel like a comeback is necessary. So for this reading specifically, you can either go by the tarot deck that I have here for you or by the words that are written on these post-its. So I have here for group 1, my Study Wizz crew, or the ones that are drawn to the Santa Muerte Tarot. For group 2, this is my Shy Acolyte Crew, or if you're drawn to the White Numen Tarot. For group 3, we have here my Brawny Badass Crew, or if you're drawn to the Occult Tarot. Just so sticky. And for group 4, we have here my Clever Cookies, or if you're drawn to the Tarot of the Divine. You guys know the drill on my channel. I pre-shuffle the oracle cards. I'm gonna live shuffle the tarot so that you can partake in the magic. If you've made your choice, then my loves, I so am looking forward to seeing you at your group. And I don't know, I just want to give you a really, really, really big hug. Thank you as well for 35K. Very soon, I think my next pick a card reading is going to be a giveaway. So stay tuned. Hey group 1, hello my loves, I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to a reading on the topic of your studies. We're going to look into what do you need to know to succeed in your studies, what might be some challenges, what might be some benefactors. We'll see what the cards have to say regarding the situation. I'm sorry guys, I'm in a really funky mood today, but I'll do my best to ground this energy and channel something really beautiful for you. We'll see how it goes. This is for my Study Wizz group, or for those of you that were drawn to the Santa Muerte Tarot. Hello guys, I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new, please consider subscribing. It's really wonderful. My channel is growing quite steadily and I'm feeling super blessed and super happy for it. I'm really happy that you guys enjoy your time here. So yeah, I'll keep doing these readings for you. Okay, so let's see, for group 1, how will their studies go, Spirit? Okay. It makes an appearance. I'm not gonna gender this guy because you guys know. I think my cat is trying to destroy the chair. Okay, so interruptions, the devil. It's not gonna be a smooth ride. Let's see what the other cards have to say. Don't give up now because we have the Three of Cups. There will be someone that you have to put up with, a contender. This could be a very tough teacher, an examinator, somebody that controls your work, somebody that puts you on the spot, and you're gonna have to defend yourself. You're gonna have to stand your ground. You're gonna have to be very sure of what it is you know. You don't mess with the devil. The devil messes with you. So ultimately, everything will be fine. You will proceed forward with your exam, you will graduate, you will pass your essay work, you will get the grade that you want. But there is this potentially a Capricorn individual, and if this is a Capricorn sun, this is an individual that at the moment has Pluto on its sun. So Sun conjunct Pluto individuals can be very heavy-handed, they can be very cruel, they can be very stoic to the point where they're not seeing or empathizing with the person in front of them. That is a low vibing Sun conjunct Pluto in Capricorn transit. I'm saying Capricorn because, as you guys know, the devil is usually associated with the earthy, sensual sign of Capricorn, one of the more material signs in the zodiac, and that's why Christian Orthodox symbolism usually associates materialism with earth energy and with the devil. But in the modern age, I mean, everything is material. Capricorns hopefully don't get such a bad rap. So I do see here turmoil followed by celebration. This is the way that the world goes. Not with a bang, but a whimper. Haha. Extra bonus points if you guys know where that line is from. We have here as well Two of Cups. I feel that a partner is going to help you out, either by helping you memorize something. Maybe they will help you create the mnemonic device. Maybe they will help you practice your lines. Maybe they will help you just by giving you some sort of moral support during your examination, during your essay, during your test. So I'm speaking very widely here. You could have a paper-based examination. You could need to maybe pass an athletic course. For example, people that sign up for police work, I know that they need to actually do a physical test as well. So there can be a variety of different tests or examinations that you guys need to pass. Please take it as it applies to your current situation. But I see here with the Two of Cups that ultimately balance is going to come into your situation. We started off pretty strong. I really hope that you guys were not shocked when you saw the devil. I think the majority of you might have been. Don't worry, this is an energy you can actually work with. It's not the Tower, okay? It's not something that just shoom, comes in and completely like pulls the rug underneath your feet and you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm super vulnerable. How do I react? With the devil, you kind of know, you know? The devil is someone familiar usually. It's just, I feel that this person has a lot of power. You see the crown on top of its head. And then it's kind of interesting because it seems like you either will have a celebration with a couple of friends and then it will turn into an intimate get-together with your partner. Or I have a feeling that your friends and your partner are going to be really important in helping you navigate the more emotional aspects of this examination that you're having. We have here as well the Five of Swords. We also have here the Three of Wands and the King of Wands. For some of you that are not necessarily passing examinations, because I could feel it, I could feel some of you are asking, yeah, but I'm not passing any examinations, Lexi, why do you focus on that? I'm just at the beginning of my studies, or I'm relocating to another country to study there. Okay, I get you, yeah? So we have here a situation where there might be some broken communication, there might be some maybe you're trying to apply for a new department, you need the paperwork, there's a secretary that keeps blocking you. Or you need to speak to a professor, you want to sign up to a specific course and you generally need to introduce yourself and talk to that professor in order to sign up to that course. And that professor is nowhere to be found, maybe they're on holiday, maybe they don't answer the email, you don't know what to do. I see here that you just need to be determined and you really need to push in your communication in order to be successful. We have here with the Three of Wands. I'm also tempted to say maybe you might do well by seeking another course or by seeking another department, talking to the secretary from another department if the one in which you are trying to sign up is being a little bit incomunicando. I feel here that the Five of Swords is mental energy, it's communication, right? It's about, and together with the Three of Wands, it's about expanding your pool of people that you can talk to, people that you can ask for help, and people that you can write to, right? So don't be afraid to go around certain things in order to achieve your goal, because the Five of Swords is usually the card of winning at all cost, okay? So you really need to have a determined approach, you need to take action, and you need to be steadfast and perseverant in exploring your many options towards achieving that specific goal. I want to get into that class. How do I go around it if I can go directly towards it? Yeah, whom do I need to talk to? God. Okay, I don't want to say what I felt, but it's like, you know, that energy of somebody closes a door in front of you and then you get back on the window, you know, or like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna say it, but it's kind of that energy like, whom do I need to sleep with to get something done around here? Sorry, I'm not encouraging that kind of barter, you know, or that kind of trading, but it's like that kind of an energy, you know, a drama queen in a 90s movie going like, whom do I need to sleep with to get something done around here, you know? Don't do that, okay? Just do it by your own integrity and values. Try not to sleep with people to get your way. So, but then again, you know, who am I to tell you what to do? It's your life, it's your birth chart energy, you do you. We have here the King of Wands talking about a person that exudes sexiness and charisma. This is someone different than the devil, okay? This is somebody who is very active. What am I getting with this? This could be a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo that is either one of your friends. For some of you, this will be a friend that will give you emotional support during this really tough examination or tough beginning of studies. For others of you, this is your partner. So you have a partner, you're together in a relationship with somebody that is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or it could be Jupiter, Mars, or Sun dominant. And this is a person that will have something to say to help you out. Maybe they can actually influence the development of the situation. In some cases, you might genuinely need the approval of somebody. This could be a father or a brother or a sibling. You might need the approval of maybe a male figure in your family in order to get into that course, get a visa application to travel to the place where you need to study. There is something here about, you know, an older guy, an older fire sign. It doesn't have to be romantic, okay? This is a studies-based reading. But there is this individual who's going to help you out. He's going to help you, give you the confidence and the inner strength and stamina to stand up to the devil, you know? This can even be a situation where I feel like the results of your examination or your essay or your work in general, maybe a research study that you've conducted, are contested by somebody who's not playing fair. And this is why you also need to be very adamant that no, you know, what do you mean? My work is my work. I didn't plagiarize anything. You know, a person could accuse you of plagiarizing something. They could accuse you of cheating. And you're just gonna have to be very fierce and stand your ground. And this King of Wands believes in you, cares about you, and is going to support you. And ultimately, the outcome, it's like, I just noticed as well, you have 3-3. Celebrate. It's gonna be good, okay? But it's like, I'm throwing the cards. It's like, oh, it's gonna require some emotional intensity, this situation, okay? You're gonna have to stand up to somebody who is not playing fair, yeah? Who wants to kind of pull you down to their level, okay? So you're gonna have to stand your ground and express yourself, communicate very clearly, stand your ground, believe in yourself, value yourself, and you're gonna pass this challenge. We also have here, your oracle cards are community. Yes, the support of the community. People are gonna come out from the woodwork vouching for you, saying that no, you haven't done anything wrong, you're not cheating, you're not the person that plagiarizes other people's work, you are a good student, you're a good team player, team member, co-worker. We also have here Taurus, the bombshell. This is why this person is actually going to create some problems for you, because they might secretly have the hots for you and they want to drag you a little bit through the dirt, because that's what low vibing people do with people who are beautiful and they don't know how to protect beauty, how to take care of it, how to generally just enjoy it without destroying it, you know. So I don't know, I'm kind of getting like a very fierce energy with you guys. I'm loving this 11-11 when I said this. Yeah, so some of you could be a Taurus in some sort of student teacher kind of situation with a Capricorn, and this Capricorn has the hots for you, but because there are these professional standards and rules, they cannot have you, so they'd rather just create mayhem for you. You know, sometimes people do that. They just want to create some drama. They just want to test out somebody. It could also be that very old-fashioned, tired idea that if you're beautiful, you're not intelligent, which is bullshit. Okay, guys, it's, oh my god, I cannot tell you how many issues I have with that tired belief. It's very sexist as well towards women who are beautiful and intelligent, you know, but it's kind of like trying to stop them from achieving everything that they want. So don't allow this person to get to you. Don't allow this person to drag you down. You will have success in your studies. Look at this, the triumph of lies. This is the shadow aspect of the situation. So this person will lie to get to you, will lie to try to bring you down, to stop the successful development of your studies. And the community is going to back you up, and you're going to just need to stand your ground with the support of this King of Wands as well. This could also be another teacher, another professor that generally believes in you and has inspired you. You are going to get the required reference, you're going to get a good mark, you're going to get somebody that recommends you, that vouches for you, and you're going to succeed. There we go, kicking the devil in its behind. So that was the reading that I had for you, group 1. Wow, I mean, you guys, my study whizzes, you guys are super clever. Stand your ground. Don't let anybody tell you that your work is not of value, because that is a lie, okay? So I'm sending you so much love, guys. I really hope you have enjoyed this reading. Like this video, dislike it, subscribe, leave a comment. Mwah! Bye. Hey group 2, hey my loves, welcome to your reading. I always feel like I need to come down energetically from the very strong energy of group 1. My group 1s are always really packing a punch with energy, but by the time I reach group 2, it's like a much more soothing, much more calm, much more settled kind of energy. Welcome, I'm super happy to have you here. This is for those of you that were drawn to the shy acolyte words. Don't even know saying. Post it, okay? Or the white Numen tarot. Okay, so I'm really happy to have you here. While I shuffle this deck, please consider subscribing. I'm just really happy that our family is growing. I'm really thrilled, guys. I mean, I just started doing these readings because I genuinely enjoy reading tarot. It's something that I felt it was a calling, and you guys are just like so supportive and so wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to have you here. So let's see. Oof. The cards that you were dealt from the white Numen tarot are the Queen of Cups. You guys could actually be signed up in a creative school. You could be doing something related to design, interior design, fashion, graphics, you know, whether computer-based graphics, but I think nowadays everything is a little bit computer-based, right? But you could be into drawing, into creating patterns, into creating ceramics, you know. There is something here about you working with objects that are beautiful, objects that could also have a spiritual tint as well. So you could be creating crystals or all sorts of spiritual home decorations. I'm getting a sense that you guys are really creative. You could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Those of you that chose this group, hey, my water fam. So I have a feeling that you guys are the artisans. Basically, if you chose this group, I feel like you're artisans. For you, examinations or the world of study is not really following the same kind of step-by-step classical format of reading, writing, and then passing all sorts of written exams. For you, it's more like judgments of value following a period of intense inspiration and creation, yeah? I feel like the cycles of the moon will be very significant in your studies if you're just embarking on a course of study. And for those of you that are signing up for an examination, maybe it's the end of the year examination of your performance, of your, maybe you have an exhibition that you're planning. I have a feeling that the crescent moon's energy, so right the couple of days following the new moon, so maybe 3 or 4 days from the next new moon, from the time when you watch this reading, are going to be really significant. You could even have the examination scheduled for that time. See, it's a hair out of place. I'm getting a sense that there will be something that will malfunction in spite of the fact that you will take all the precautions to create, you know, everything very perfect, very clean, very aesthetically pleasing. I'm getting a sense that there will be some sort of malfunction, maybe some, you know, I'm pulling my top and it's like maybe wardrobe malfunction if you're doing fashion design, or maybe there could be a chink in the object, or there could be something, maybe during transport there could be an object or a piece. I'm hearing a piece of bone for those of you that are studying paleontology, I guess. Yeah, there could be something that goes amiss or awry, okay? But don't worry, the situation will reestablish itself, even though momentarily you're gonna feel like, oh no, this is the end, what's happening here? So we have the Five of Pentacles, right? She's crying. Oh my god, I don't really foresee tears, but it could be a way to just, you know, detense yourself. I mean, it's perfectly fine, guys. If you feel an extreme amount of pressure on the day of your examination, it's perfectly fine to shed some tears just to detense your body, so you can bring it into a calm state, back to homeostasis, right? So that you can genuinely calm your mind and calm the hormonal cocktail that happens within us when we are stressed out. And then you can proceed forward with repairing the situation or bringing something back up, and repair it you will, because we have the Six of Pentacles here, and this is the card of being generous. This is the card of having plenty. So I feel that you're going to find out that you forgot about the fact that that object that was broken, actually the department or maybe a friend of yours or maybe somebody around you can quickly go and get you a replacement, or can give you the material that you need to quickly replace it. You're going to find an abundance of that thing that is broken, that thing that is missing. You're going to find an abundance of it, and then you're going to be like, oh, the day is saved. Okay, we can quickly patch it up, we can quickly restore it. Okay, so I'm not sure what's happening. It could be this Aquarius energy. Aquarius is this, you know, sudden, spontaneous, crazy things happening that are pushing us to find quick solutions on the spot. So I feel that if you listen to group one, maybe some of you might have listened to group one as well, there is a similar energy, but not as powerful, as destined as with group one, because you mostly have minor arcana. So this is about everyday events, everyday interactions. So it's not gonna be something that dramatic. I do feel that some of you might have been burning the midnight owl burning the midnight oil right before your examination, or maybe you might not have fed yourself properly. Some of you will be on your period. If you're a woman preparing for this examination, you might be on your period a couple of days before. So all of these small organic things come together on the day of your performance, presentation, exhibition, examination, and it will feel a little bit overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming. And I think it's because you've invested so many emotions in this project, and it's also the fact that you finally have completed it and it will be released out into the world for people to enjoy. This could be for some of you also finishing your thesis or your research. Yeah, exactly. And then you finally have to, you know, sit in front of the examination committee and hear what they have to say regarding it. So that's always a little bit of a an emotional roller coaster because you invested so much time and energy and emotions. Especially you guys are introverted, you're very attentive to details, so that's why I think that you're also a little bit afraid of making a mistake. So I think you take it very strongly if somebody says, oh, I found a mistake here, or your work hasn't been thorough enough. I feel like you would go like, no, I don't want to hear that because I spent so much time painstakingly finishing those last details on my artistic object, or practicing my routine and my performance until my feet hurt, or you know, really going for, if you're going for a swimming competition, you know, really practicing that back roll until it's actually fluid and it's really quick, you know. Or if you're writing something, it's like I proofread my work so many times that my eyes hurt. So I have a feeling you might go a little bit through a small disappointment that will be easily repaired afterwards. I feel as well that the examination committee might actually, for those of you that are doing PhDs or master thesis, I feel that they will be a little bit tough with you, and then it's almost like, oh yeah, but actually it's a brilliant thing, you know. They might begin with the worst, you know, and then they're gonna tell you this is actually really wonderful, you know. I mean, it's a small mistake here, but we can overlook that. So it's gonna be a bit of an emotional roller coaster. We have here as well the Eight of Pentacles, hard work. So you put so much hard work into this, and I feel that there will even be some sort of material or financial compensation. Some of you could actually be advised to either publish your thesis into a book, so you might be talking about a book contract, or some of you could actually win a prize. If this is an exhibition that somehow is attached to some sort of financial reward, you could win a prize as well, so you could win a sum of money. There is a feeling here that, you know, you're going very quickly from the 6 to the 8. And we started off with the 5, which is actually one of the saddest cards in the Pentacles deck. But you go from the 5 to the 6 to the 8. Yeah, 8 is the number of power. So financial power, material stability, which is created by your artistry, by your creativity. Let's see your oracle cards right now. Financial constraints. Oh my goodness. Wow. You guys, you could be having Saturn in the 2nd house or in the 8th house, or in the 6th house. Financial houses are usually the 2nd, the 10th, and the 6th, but they're more about work. The financial house is usually the 2nd, yeah, if we want to be 100% precise. There is something here. You could be having either Saturn transiting in your 2nd house at the moment, or having it natally. There is a feeling here that you had to actually put so much effort into bringing this creation to life, and that's why you're so emotionally attached to it, because maybe you had to eat less, you know, you had to struggle to pay the bills while you were renting a space where you had to create this book, this object, this performance, this piece, you know, that you were creating. And that's why it will feel so good when you guys will be financially rewarded somehow, or just like rewarded. This is a material form of reward. The Pentacles always show something tangible that you can put your hands on, you know. It can just be a certificate, a diploma, your name, you know, on the door. It can just be something that is valuable from that point of view, from a public or social status kind of point of view. But I see for the majority of you, this will indeed be a financial prize as well, yeah? So don't worry, you put a lot of effort into it, a lot of money, energy, time, blood, sweat, and tears, I'm hearing. You might have even had to do without, but you're going to have plenty. And look, the other cards that I have here, Mars, action. This, you finishing your studies, 11-11, you finishing your studies is going to almost like help you unleash a lot of energy. You will feel more confident. Yeah, Aries. Yeah, confidence. You will feel like, finally, now I can act. Now I've placed my work behind me. I don't need to restrain myself anymore. I can let loose. I can let go. I have right now the completed certificate. I have the status. I have the title. I have the financial prize. Now I can go for that well-paid job. I can actually launch myself in the industry. So I see this very beautifully here. Whatever constraints you had, whether financial or you felt like you couldn't do much because you just had to focus on this specific piece until it's finished, they're going to be resolved. The shadow aspect of this endeavor is downcast pride. So yeah, I feel that these financial constraints happened, and you had to go through this experience, because I feel that if you would have had all the money and everything else, you might have been quite indolent, you might have been quite prideful, and ego might have gotten in the way of you finishing this creative work. But doing without actually helped you spiritualize yourself, made you more sensitive to the work you were doing, made you put all your effort, all your emotions, all your creativity into it. If you had all this financial abundance, you might have just laid back and not done much, you know. So we have here with the downcast pride, this is a feeling that you're becoming humble in this process, and this attitude of being humble yet incredibly creative and attuned to the sensitivities of what makes a particular piece or work or a piece of research valuable is going to be that kind of a skill that you've learned through thick and thin. That particular skill is going to help you make it big, become very successful. Your hard work will be acknowledged, and you had to put in the hard work to overcome a fake sense of self. You had to dismantle your sense of self-worth because it was built on a faulty foundation. I feel that in the past you might have been too prideful, but you had nothing to show for it. Now you are humble and you've got so many things to show the world. You've got something tangible to show the world, and because of this, Spirit will reward you. And especially they will reward you with, or it will reward you with, material abundance. Wow, so making it big, making it rain. This is what I had for you, group 2. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. Like this video, dislike this video, comment down below, subscribe, and I hope to see you in my next one. Mwah! Hey group 3, my brawny badass crew. This is for those of you if you are drawn to these words or to the Occult Tarot. Welcome. This is a pick a card reading on the topic of how successful will your studies be. Somebody suggested this topic and I thought it was really interesting and unique, so I thought I would give you a heads up on what's coming ahead in your studies. You could find yourself towards the end of your studies, at the beginning, in the middle. I'll try to provide you with messages that are a bit wider and far-reaching. We'll see how this goes. The first 2 groups were really insightful, but they were a little bit of a roller coaster ride, so let's just see what's happening here for you. Hopefully we're able to tap into something else. Okay guys, so we have here Glacialabolas causes murder and bloodshed, tells of things to come, causes the love of friends or enemies, can make one invisible. Ooh, so I'm getting a sense that you're not really enjoying your studies, or you've been through quite a lot in your studies. We have the 7 of Wands, so this is about really needing to stand your ground, really needing to, and you know, I'm playing with my top as well. It's really strange. It's kind of like you needed to adjust, you needed to kind of like fit in. Some of you studied in a place that is very different than your own home culture, and you really struggled with the culture shock as well, and with the lifestyle of the people in that specific region. I'm getting the sense that, yeah, you really had to put on a fight to just bring yourself, for some of you that are nearing the end of the studies, to bring yourself to complete the study, and some of you to bring yourself to the point where you can begin your studies, because there have been many impediments on the path towards you genuinely signing up for this course of study, or there have been many people that dissuaded you, or you had to actually argue with your parents, your relatives. Maybe there were financial constraints, maybe there were some conditions that you could not meet, maybe some visa complications. But I'm getting a sense that you had to like be very active and kind of push through. King of Wands, Asmodeus. We had King of Wands in the first group as well. Really interesting. So much fire energy. Makes men fly into passionate rage and desire. Destroys the happiness of married couples. Whoa. Wastes the beauty of virgins. Reveals the future. Yeah, so Asmodeus is a pretty, yeah, I mean, you chose the Brawny badass group, right? He's a badass as well. There is a feeling here that you either had to control a lot of intense feelings in this period, or you had to manage other people's intense feelings, yeah? So it's like energetically, you see, it's like shielding and protecting at the same time. There is a feeling here of igniting the anger of a significant male in your family. Either that, or you're having a certain person in a position of power, potentially the head of a department in the academic environment where you find yourself, or in the school where you are, who is going through a lot at the moment, and they could find it very difficult. Yeah, I see. It's kind of like I'm feeling the need to like focus on something else because it makes me feel uncomfortable to talk about this. They might find it very hard to be fair, to follow due procedures. And unfortunately, you might have been at the other end of this individual's projections, you know? Instead of dealing with their own feelings and taking responsibility for what they're doing, this is a person that just acts without thinking. Even though this is a King of Wands, so he is a mature person, a person with a lot of power. This could even be a business individual, somebody that has a lot of financial and material power. But there were some clashes here, definitely. There were some ego battles, ego clashes, difficulties, divergences in beliefs, a debate that could not find a resolution. I feel the majority of you, this is a student-supervisor kind of relationship. You're really struggling with your supervisor at the moment. And I'm really sorry to see this happening, but let's see what the other cards have to say. The Hermit, more inner study is required for you to pass. You might be sent back to the drawing board. You might find it very annoying that you have to go back and redo certain things. You might need to correct certain aspects of your project. For those of you that are not doing a PhD or a master thesis or some research, this is about going over the details of the artistic object you were creating, maybe the theater play you were writing, the performance you were preparing. You have to redo it. I mean, it's Wands energy, so it's a lot about action, it's about physicality, it's about, you know, active spiritual stamina and not backing down. I feel this is a clash between two very strong egos, two very strong individuals. You could be headstrong, this King of Wands is headstrong, and this is why a timeout is necessary in this situation. If for those of you that are younger and you're maybe in high school or, you know, at the beginning of a college, this could be a period where you're taking some time off from the environment, the study environment, where you find yourself to just regroup, recuperate, figure out whether you want to continue under the guise of this individual, whether you need this individual to be successful in your studies, the King of Wands, that's whom I'm referring to, an Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius male, or whether you could do something else, you know, switch the person that has some sort of power over you, potentially choose a different course of study, relocate to a different school. The Hermit is a lot about weighing out what was your part of the fault in this situation. The Hermit is humbling us. It's Virgo energy. It's about take a good look at your own behavior. What do you need to what do you need to perfect? What do you need to improve? I wanted to say improve and perfect at the same time. So I definitely think that this was an issue with impatience, impulsivity, wanting to get things done really quickly. Maybe you submitted an essay before time or 2 weeks before everyone else in the classroom because you just wanted to get it over with, you wanted to pass, but you did not do the thorough work that was necessary. And now this professor, teacher is coming at you and actually pointing out some of the flaws in your work, and you're kind of feeling like combative, you know? And I see here with the Hermit, I mean, it says here, teaches philosophy, astrology, rhetoric, logic, palm reading, and divination and fire. You need to burn a little bit some of the ego-based aspects in your personality, regroup, reanalyze the situation, come back at it with a fresh kind of energy, a more studious, a more compliant energy if you generally want to succeed in the situation, or You could choose to go down a different path, choose another professor, choose another teacher, pass your examination for another course. Maybe you can get the credits from that course, and combined, you can actually get all the credits that you need to pass if you're in a credit-based system. I do see here that, yeah, you are challenged by this individual. Let's pull one more card for you, because I'm not convinced. It's just the Hermit that needs to... You basically need to approach the situation with a more humble attitude. And if you do that, you will be successful. Although I know how difficult that is, to choose this humble approach when you feel that you're right and you feel that your work is actually the best that you could do. The Moon. Okay, this is really interesting. And we have here Beelzebub makes manifest the apparitions of demons, sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices. You might be tempted to cast some spells on this person. I would say don't do that, because when we cast spells to inflict pain onto other people, it comes back twice to us. And you don't want to actually enlist the unnecessary favors of a succubi or incubi in your energetic field. It's just making some really nasty karma for yourself. So please protect yourself, my loves. This is something about eliciting the help of a mother figure. The Moon speaks about the mother in astrology. It could also be a Cancerian friend. Maybe you have a Cancer male best friend or a Cancer female best friend, and you need their empathy. You need their modest, humble, sweet-natured approach. You might need to emulate that to help you get through your studies successfully, and through this clash of egos that I see here between you and a person in a position of power. You will get through it, yeah? But with the Hermit and the Moon, Virgo and Cancer, you need to adopt the characteristics of these two astrological signs in order to make ends meet, be kind and nice and polite and humble, get your graduation certificate, get your diploma, get your PhD thesis validated or approved, and then get out of there. You know, if you're tired of this person and if this person cannot be replaced, then, you know, going back to the drawing board, fulfilling this person's demands, and then finishing your studies and then putting it all in the past. The Moon is about burying something in the past as well. So let's see what your oracle cards. Yeah, this situation with the thinking man here, it requires you to reflect more on both your actions and the topic at hand, the topic that you're working on, the one that you've been maybe writing about, researching about, trying to complete. I feel that you might have rushed a little bit with the Seven of Wands there. You stood your ground and you rushed through it, maybe because you got tired or you're bored, you want to do something else. I do see here that crystals could really help you in this period. He is holding a crystal. I do see here that rose quartz could get you into this more loving, more accepting kind of energy. And for some reason, I'm getting a strong itch on my left shoulder. This is really strange. It just happened right now and there are no insects to attack me, but there is a feeling that you might be carrying a chip on your shoulder. Okay, so scratch that down, leave that down. Okay, get a back massage, you know, do this. Do some stretching, detense yourself. Let this person be, okay? They are only significant. You're not there to change this individual, this King of Wands. You're not here to change this person. You might be standing against what this individual represents. This can also be a person that has a really big ego. This could be a mansplainer as well. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm so done with this individual. But all you need to do is pass, okay? So fulfill the required demands as best as you can, pass, and then you can put this person in your past. Yeah, the sacrifice. You need to sacrifice a little bit what you believe in, your values, potentially your very strong personality in order to pass this test. I feel that Saturn is really challenging you because we started off with a 7 and we're rounding it up with a 7. So 7-7, it's about acquiring spiritual wisdom through undergoing many challenges. People who are a life path 7 don't have easy lives, you know, and it's mostly because they need to go through a lot of humbling experiences that bring them closer to the divine, because their ego was too based on the idea that they can achieve anything in life only by their own power. And in reality, we actually achieve things with the help of other people, and with spirit, you know, spirit constantly inspiring us, giving us ideas, moving through us and helping us inspire other people and opening the hearts of other people. That's how true abundance is created. So we have here as well Virgo. You guys could be Virgos. You might like to keep everything in order. You might like to perfect your work. Virgos are usually very humble, hardworking, steadfast people. But from my experience, there are also some low vibing Virgos that tend to be very, they want to be right in everything, you know, they won't accept another person's viewpoint. I'm not saying that this is necessarily you, but be careful about this kind of energy. I feel that also September or Virgo season will be significant in you maybe going over an examination, passing it over once again, having to redo parts of your project. I would suggest just redo the project, get it over with. You will pass if you do that, and try not to attack this person's personality. You might disagree with them, but it's like make friends with the devil until you pass the bridge, right? So that's a saying in my culture, you know, just agree to disagree with this person in a very polite way until you finally get what you need out of this situation, your diploma, your finishing certificate, your I don't know, a recommendation, whatever it is that you're working towards, and make that sacrifice. It will be worth it in the end, okay? You will be able to come back to a state where you are feeling much more balanced and you will have put this person in the past. But in the process, you learned a lot about how to be more reflective, more considerate, and how to stand your ground, yeah? Because that's also something really important. How to stand your ground in a way that is not violent and outwardly direct, but in a way that is much more subtle. Playing the other person with their own means. There's been, it's really strange guys, but there's been like a lot of Capricorn, kind of the devil kind of energy. We started off very strongly in the first group and it seems to have trickled down into this pile as well. I wish you good luck with your studies. Thank you so much for listening to my pick a card reading. Like, dislike, subscribe, leave a comment. You know the drill. I love you. Take care. See you in my next one. Hey group 4, my clever cookies, welcome to your reading. This is for those of you that were drawn to this pair of words or to the Tarot of the Divine, if I can actually lift it up. I'm trying not to lift up your oracle cards, that's why it was a bit difficult. So we have here the Tarot of the Divine. Welcome my loves. This is a pick a card reading on the topic of how successful will your studies be. You could find yourself at the beginning of your studies or towards the end of your studies. I'm going to try to keep it as wide and far reaching as possible. Please take from this reading whatever you see fit with your current life circumstances. Let's see. Whoa. Well, I'm just going to say it. I'm really happy that I'm not seeing the King of Wands or the Devil, because these were the energies that kept following us around throughout the entirety of the other 3 readings that I had. So we have here the Queen of Coins. This talks about stability. Somebody that is actively working towards the achievement of their dreams, of their desires. I see here that you will be successful, especially if you are a Sun in Taurus, Sun in Virgo, or Sun in Capricorn, and you're watching this reading. I feel that you will get that thing that you have been working towards, without a doubt, without interruptions, without too much fuss or drama. I do see here as well the 6 of Coins. This is beautiful. This showed up for group 3, if I'm not mistaken. This talks about kindness, compassion, generosity. I feel like whatever you are working on at the moment, you will be able to share it with other people in a spiritual way as well, not only in a physically tangible way. So let's say you are working towards an exhibition, you're an artist at the moment and people really like your work. You're also graduating from art school, and then you will be able to sell your paintings or your objects, your sculptures with other people. I feel here that you could also get a degree in psychology or counseling, and then spiritually you will be able to heal other people, yeah? You will be able to work as, I don't know, a psychotherapist, a cognitive behavioral therapist. You'll be able to work as a school counselor, or maybe as, I don't know, a traffic psychologist, and you will provide this nourishing kind of support, communicative support to people that need it. So there is a sense here that whatever you're working on at the moment, you will be successful in it, and you will become almost a little bit like an authority. Because earth energy is always about becoming a boss, becoming an authority, being very wise, being very rational, calculated, and hitting the mark, you know, being quite of a perfectionist. Earth energy is a lot about maintaining control over your surroundings. So if you are a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, you're really familiar with this kind of energy. You know, you don't like surprises, you like a steady step-by-step approach, and you like to work towards something that actually gives you some sort of tangible reward, because otherwise why would you work for free, you know? There is a feeling here that with the 10 of coins, yeah, I mean, come on. It was upside down, so I unblocked it for you. You might have had your doubts in the process, whether you're able to finish paying up your studies. Maybe some of you are having to take a student loan or have taken a student loan, and you're worried about, will I be successful enough to complete my studies, to find a well-paid job in order to pay back my student loan? And I see that this will happen. Things will go according to plan. There won't be any big surprises. I'm hearing Radiohead, no alarms and no surprises for me. Although that song was about something else. But I'm getting a sense that, you know, no bells, no whistles. Everything is going to go according to plan. Don't worry. The only problem would be that it will be a slow process and you might get bored in the process. That's the only impediment that I see here with so much Pentacles, coin energy. We also have here the Ace of Coins and the Nine of Cups, and they are blocked. So let's flip them. There we go. And also it's this light outside is shining so brightly on the cards. Maybe if I bring them a little bit closer. The Ace of Coins talks about there is an offer here that you're not seeing. 444 when I said this. There is something here that could help you fulfill an emotional wish. You might have had to sacrifice your love life in order to focus on your studies so that you reach the desired results. And you will. We see it very clearly here with the very confident, stable Queen of Coins. But it's almost like there could have been financial support or an offer to work with somebody that you were emotionally attached to, or you could have had a sweetheart or a crush on somebody that might have actually determined your financial future. But either you're not seeing it at the moment as a viable option, or you said no and this is in the past. This energy is somehow blocked towards you, but I unblocked it. So hopefully the moment when you see this reading, it will flow towards you and you'll be able to identify who is this person that you're wishful thinking about and what could this offer be. This is something very tangible. I'm feeling that this is about a person that might want to marry you, might want to give you a ring, and you potentially are thinking more, no, I want to be financially independent on my own, because maybe you don't trust the whole narrative that a man nowadays can still take care of you. You might want to make your own money. You don't want to be under the foot or the power, the financial power of someone else. Or maybe you were just brought up in a family of very strong, financially independent women, or you come from a country, a culture that is all about female empowerment. So you're like, no, nobody's going to take financially care of me. I'm going to do that myself, you know. But there is an opportunity here. It could be related to your North Node. So what you are growing into in this lifetime, something that you feel uncomfortable signing up for, but something that your soul is brought into this incarnation to experience. So it could be that your North Node is in Gemini, in which case you need to partner up with someone to fulfill your destiny. You cannot achieve it by yourself. Or it could be that your North Node is in Libra. So finding your soulmate is your destiny, and working at a long-term either business collaboration children or marriage is what you are meant to be doing in this lifetime. It could be that you have the moon on your midheaven, which means that having a baby and working with women with children or working in family-like situations is your destiny. This is how you achieve your career success. So there is something here on offer, a very viable, tangible, something you can grasp and touch, an offer that can make an emotional wish come true with a person. I mean, you see the card right here, right? It's beautiful. This talks about a person that is very resilient around you. The character in the story dressed as a woman so that he could be close to his sweetheart, because his sweetheart renounced the affection of men. So he had to trick her into becoming her female best friend, when in reality this was a man that loved her so much. So there's something here about a person kind of trying to go around the situation in order to be with you. You might have said, I'm swearing off love, I don't care about love, you know, sex and love are not that important in life. Money is, you know, power, having a job that makes you happy, that is important, you know, working towards buying my own home, working towards my career, that is really important. But there is someone here that wants to help you out. There is someone here that wants to provide for you, wants to take care of you in many different ways, emotionally and financially as well. This could also be somebody that you said no to because they're at the beginning, you know. They might not be so advanced as you are. You could be having a crush or know somebody that is very attractive to you, but they're younger than you. They might be at the beginning of their studies while you are just completing yours, you know. So there could be that clash of, oh, I desire somebody with experience, somebody with more, you know, yeah, I would say experience. I'm thinking of the song Jenny Don't Be Hasty by Paolo Nutini. That's kind of what's popping up. So I didn't intend this reading to involve a romantic component, but I see very strongly for you, Pile 4, this is significant. So that's why I thought of bringing it up. So I see for your pile, thank God, I was expecting one of these piles to be like this, if not all of them. There won't be any problems. You will reach your goal. It might be a little bit boring, sure, but all you need to do is be steadfast, take things step by step, complete your assignments on time, submit the paperwork, submit the research, finish the exhibition, finish the performance, do it with confidence, with a steady, slow, careful approach, and you will become the person that you are meant to become. There is, however, the opportunity for you to achieve your destiny in this incarnation with a partner as well. But this is something that you are just coming to the awareness of. Ultimately, you will be financially successful. You will pay back your student loan. Don't worry, even if it will be a process that will be spread across 20, 30 years, you will accomplish it. So don't give up, don't worry. You have determination and you're ambitious enough to succeed. Your oracle cards are all tied up. Yeah, you have no time for anything else but work and study. You really want to make it, and you want to make it big, and you will. We also have here, this is what the issue is, revenge. Oh my God, I vibrate so well with your energy, because you guys, I think you're like me. You're like, if you have a romantic disappointment in your life, you take all your energy back and you pull it into your work, and you do so well because it's kind of like you pull a lot of intensity in your work. So you're able to transform romantic disappointments into a masterpiece. You're able to do something really wonderful. You're able to win at life in a very different way than how other people expect you to do it. Not to say that I win at life. God knows I made so many mistakes in my life as well. But there is a feeling here that you're the kind of person that revenge for you is succeeding and doing well. You're not spending your time in petty arguments with other people. You're not getting into that low vibration. If somebody betrayed you, if somebody did not believe in you, disrespected you, you pull your energy back, you do well, and then you show up with a lot of success, a lot of public acclaim for your work, something tangible that you can show the world. It's like, look, you cheated on me, and now I wrote the book in the meantime. Who's the one that is actually reaping the rewards of that unfortunate event? you know, that kind of a vibration. So you're like, you understand that revenge is a life well lived. You're not taking it upon yourself to harm yourself, to wound your core integrity just because somebody else did not see your value. So, oh my God, my loves, you are so strong. We have here as well the 4th house roots. I just want, it's a lot of luminous energy here. So we have, yeah, the 4th house roots. This is about mothering, cancering energy, the moon, your cultural roots. A lot of you are just accepting where you come from. You're accepting your heritage. Maybe, you know, you were born in India and you had to study in the UK, and maybe people always made fun of your accent or made fun of your modest beginnings in life or your culture, and now you're kind of saying like, no, you know what? I am Indian, so what? My culture is beautiful, and I'm going to teach you some really important things about my own culture, not allow you to just overpower me. Or it can be any other scenario, you know, maybe you're an American who came to Eastern Europe and you don't understand the culture, you know, and you struggle a little bit with the culture shock. But I have a feeling here that you're actually representing yourself. You're no longer putting up with people shaming you from where you come from, with people making fun of you. I'm even getting like some people might have made some racist jokes, you know, or like some xenophobic comments, and you're like, you're standing your ground, you're succeeding in this endeavor. And yeah, revenge is a life well lived. You're really the living embodiment of this wonderful saying. So congratulations, you guys are so powerful, so strong. You inspired me in this reading. I hope this helped. I hope it served. I hope it really brought you a sense of ease and peace. Like this video, dislike it, comment, subscribe. You know the drill, guys. I love you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Mwah!